Hey, so let me explain a little bit about what we were doing with the yard. We had that load of dirt dumped. You saw the dump truck dumping it. It dumped it about right here where I'm standing right now. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's a sprinkler going right now watering this area. And so we had all the dirt spread out around this end of the house and around the front corner. We, the 3 years ago, I believe it was now, when we had to rebuild all of this because of the basement collapse. And it's been 3 years. We've had some settling, and so it was time to get a load of topsoil. Let's make sure it's all pushed up against the house so everything is tapered from the house down away into the yard. And so we did that. We got some straw and put straw all in that area, and now we're trying to water it to get the grass growing really well and just get that grass established, so if we do have a heavy rain, it won't wash the mud away and kind of ruin the whole project. We even built up dirt just around the edge of this where it settled some, and put the straw, and yep, we're getting it watered, watering it in, getting that grass growing. See, we already have fresh grass starting to come up, and that is a very good sign. This is all starting to come up. It'll drain away from the house, and here in the next couple of weeks we should have a lot of grass growing again and be ready to go.
Let's see. I started planting zinnias, I think our second or third garden, and then I've had them in my garden every year since. Well, except for the year that the basement fell, but we weren't here, so. But they are my favorite. They're so pretty. A lot of these seeds I actually saved myself, and then some of these I purchased from in my gardener. And we actually planted these pretty late, so I feel like that's why we're still getting some good blooms. Some of these are really spent, but they're still beautiful. So the garden was pretty much, I don't want to say neglected, but kind of sort of. We planted really late this year, and when it was really hot. So a lot of our stuff that we planted didn't do so well. We've harvested one tomato, and our tomato vine actually has several green tomatoes on them, but I think because it's been so hot, they're just not ripening. This is my first year growing lantana in the garden, and it has absolutely spread, and the pollinators love it. It's gorgeous. I also grew some, I think this is bouquet dill, or maybe it's mammoth dill. It's one or the other. Some of it has gone to seed, and I'm just letting it go. It's not a bad size one. Oh, it's got a bug on it. Because these are organic gardeners. Those look good. Those are good sizes.
Mm-hmm. Covered up in bees.
This is probably the best carrot year we've had in years, which is funny because we've had a drought. I think a lot of these were the Persian carrots that were real, like the, short stubby ones. I didn't plant the long ones, I don't think. Okay, so this is actually the best carrot year we've had in a long time. we've let them go, some of them go too long, but you know, we'll taste them and see if they're good. So I think now that it's starting to get a little bit cooler outside, I can actually come out here and clean up some of these beds and maybe plant some fall stuff like radishes, peas, you know, stuff that will tolerate when the nights start to drop quite a bit. So anyway, but check this out. Really the biggest harvest we've gotten this summer.
Which isn't much.
Not at all. I mean, this is the smallest garden we've had in 10 years,
Yeah.
11 years. But, you know, it was for a purpose. Like, we knew that we would be really busy this year. And so that's why we didn't get crazy with the garden. But next year will be different. Next year, I'm ready to get back into it, ready to plant a lot. And because no one should have to buy tomatoes during the summer. Everybody should be able to go out in their backyard and pick one.
Come here. Come here.
Over the last couple of weeks, this white rabbit has been showing up on our homestead. This particular morning, he was, or she, was in our chicken run. It looks like somebody's pet. We don't know where it came from. We're assuming maybe the farm next door. But in the meantime, we're just going to enjoy it every time it shows up.
Okay, so we are back here behind the house. We're in between the house and the garage, and we just wanted to show you what some of our plans were. So we're really excited to, in the near future, pour a patio. This area, as you guys know, the basement is right over there, and so this will serve as more water diversion. Also, when it rains a lot, this area gets really marshy, so it's not just for outdoor entertainment, but it's also going to serve a great purpose. So the plan is that we are going to have about a 17 by 17 or 16 foot patio poured in this area. There's that white rabbit. And from the edge of the patio on this side, we're going to have about a 4 foot wide sidewalk that will go to the driveway. So that way, if it rains, we don't have to walk through the water and the mud to get to the house.
Yeah, and what we're showing you here where she's standing, all of this area, let me back it back up again. But we lost all of this area when our basement collapsed in back here. Of course, all of this is add-on. So from here all the way to the garage, this was all dug up, and this used to be a concrete sidewalk. And we finally got grass growing back in it, but we would really like to utilize this space a little bit better. Not only for the water diversion like you talked about, Tangi, but also a place where I can put my grill, where we can put maybe some chairs, a little patio furniture out here.
Yes. And we would definitely need some sort of shade, which we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Right.
There's just a lot of other things, but I think the main thing, like when Jack's mom and dad come and visit, just for them, and really anybody, but just to have a safe, dry place to walk from their cars to the house is a really big part of it. But it's also going to be nice to have extra outdoor entertainment area as well.
Yeah, this is the main way we enter our house now when we're parked over here. So we don't want people to walk through mud or water. So yeah, we would like to have this area concreted in and a sidewalk leading over to our driveway.
Right. And I mean, like, in my mind, I've got some other plans, especially going toward our fire pit. I've sent Jack some photos of like really cool walkways that open out and circle around the fire pit with some gravel, some lighting, some maybe some Adirondack chairs or something along those lines. But it would just kind of come from here and then lead out to there. And so we're just, again, all this is going to take time. It's as we can afford it and as time allows, but we do know that at least the patio and the sidewalk section is going to be sooner rather than later.
Yep. So this is just some more of the household projects that we're trying to come up with. Let us know what you think. Any ideas about the fire pit area? We do want to have the concrete patio at least from here over and then all the way over into this area and here with the sidewalk going around the corner. We want to leave some grass about a foot and a half from the house. We do have gutters buried here, so I still need access to those, and we'll probably gravel this area in and have some plants and some flowers here. So we won't do concrete from building to building. We will have a little bit of space in between the two buildings, right?
Yes, yeah. And like he said, it's just mostly for access. It'd be a lot easier to dig through gravel than it would to jack up the patio.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot less expensive too to fix. So
I can see the moon. It's getting late.
Right, and it is Monday, and we're going to be going live in about 30 minutes. So, but anyway, yeah, we're really excited to get some of these projects finally done. We have a lot of little things, but these are some of the kind of bigger things that we're looking forward to having done in the very near future.
What makes your garden grow? Water and sunshine. What makes your spirit grow? Knowing that she'll be mine.